Hey guys, welcome to the channel. So today I wanted to go through 5 penny stocks to look at on the ASX that I think are super interesting. They're all doing pretty cool things and I really feel that they've all got really good potential for the future. They're really future focused and things like that. Before I go ahead, feel free to hit the subscribe button down the bottom right for up-to-date videos and the likes and such. And yeah, these companies I really feel are in a good position to grow in the next few years. Before I go ahead, I am not a financial advisor, nor am I giving financial advice. This is just companies that I think are interesting to myself. I urge you to research before you make any investments, because obviously with penny stocks there's a lot of risk because they're not as well established companies. Okay, moving on. So the first stock we've got is Pushpay. Now, I've seen a lot of this in the last month. It's gathered some pretty big demand and interest from a lot of people, and it's Pushpay. The code is PPH, and what these guys are a charity donation payment organization whose main source of revenue are US churches. So what's interesting is they've recently broken even, and the people that donate are very, very reliable. They have long-term donators. They are a consistent source of revenue, and the more churches that they build, the more money that they're bringing in. And I believe they also recently just opened up in New Zealand as well, so they're looking to expand in the upcoming time. So I believe they're a pretty good and safe investment because their revenue is so reliable and ongoing. This could be a pretty interesting one to look at. As I say always, make sure to do your own research and look into it. This isn't financial advice. This is just what I've found pretty interesting in the penny stock space. Okay, so the next one we've got is Ultima United, ASX code UUL. Now these guys are property developments. They're based in Perth, and one of the big projects that they've got going on is the Bentley NDIS program. Now I'm pretty sure most of you have heard of the NDIS. They are heavily funded by the Australian government, and it's with the aging population, everything going on, developments in this space are pretty safe and in demand as well. So I think this is a really good company to look at, to check their financials. They've got 2 other major projects. I can't remember the names of them at the moment. They have interest in Asian markets too. And I think with this project being backed by such a well-funded scheme is a pretty good stock to look at, pretty good penny stock to look at. So as always, I'm not a financial advisor. This is just what I find interesting. One I've got is Pilgrim Minerals. Now, I spoke about this in my last share video, and I was looking at them, and since then, they've gone up by over 80%. So the reason I think they've got such good potential and growth is that they do lithium mining. And lithium, all the new electricity cars, fully electric cars, rely on lithium for their batteries. So with the demand going up so ever increasingly, Tesla being so massive and exponentially growing and all this, the demand for lithium is higher than ever, and I don't see it, stagnating or staling anytime soon. So I really think this is a good company to look at. There's quite a few lithium miners out there, but this is the one that's garnered the most interest for me. Okay, so we've got stock number 4, and that is Brainchip. Now, I've been interested in these people since about middle of last year, June, July. That's when I did my first investment into them, and they're a highly powerful AI company that's ultra low power, that's just really, really fast at learning and inference and things like this. With a lot of companies being focused on AI predictive analytics and AI in different types of technologies, even your vacuum cleaners and different things, this is a really, really emerging kind of big space that I think for the future will be really good, and has yielded some, very, very good results since I started it. I think it's definitely worth looking at and researching. They're a really, really innovative and awesome company, and I think AI is really one of those spaces that will be booming in the next few decades. Okay, so the final one I've got is 40S Memory. Now, as you know, there's a huge demand for memory and storage and more efficient ways of doing this. Now, these guys are kind of in that space. They're looking at other ways to improve mobile memory as well as cloud storage memory. They're quite innovative in the way that they're doing things. I really think that this is kind of a space that's going to be growing in the next few decades as everything's being moved to the cloud, and we need obviously better ways to house storage instead of these ginormous factories that we need heaps of space for. So I think this is a good company to look at in terms of for a penny stock. Do your own research, but it's definitely piqued my interest. Alright, awesome. So thank you for watching the video. If you've got any interest or anything of value, please feel free to hit the subscribe button, because that would be really super duper helpful. I'll see you next video.